Monkey.
What's going on, everybody? Joshua Pinard here, and welcome back to the War Crimes Ahoy podcast.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Robert Vincent McCory IV.
Yeah, that's... Jesus. Why'd you...
Don't mind the monkey. It's alright.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was just kind of taken...
Don't worry about it.
I was just taken aback by that, but... Anyway, this is episode... I think it's one...
200 and...
I think
Wait,
it's 20...
yeah.
I think it's 203.
203, wow.
But I need to check something, you guys, and if it's not the way it
Oh
is,
boy.
I'm
Oh
gonna
boy, Josh is gonna get mad. He's gonna get mad.
I might... Okay, I'm not gonna...
Don't make Josh mad. He'll kill someone.
I won't... I'm not mad, because we are at 2,200 downloads.
Whoa!
That...
Cool.
That was, like, the most, like... I took a screenshot of the thing, if you'd heard it. That was, like, the most non-convincing whoa I've ever heard.
Whoa! Dude, that's like the most emotion you can pull out of me.
This is true. This is very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, 2,200 downloads. Thank you, guys. It's not, like, 22,000, but we'll get there eventually.
I don't know how to say thank you in Spanish, so...
I don't either.
Okay. Gracias, to some extent.
Gracias to an extent.
Gracias to a specific extent.
Gracias to a stent in your heart, because you have heart problems.
Oh, jeez. Gracias to your pacemaker.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think they deserve a gold star for like keeping people alive and such.
Pacemakers?
Yeah.
They do deserve a gold star. Wow, last time I posted a milestone thing, it was 2,100 downloads, and it's 2,103. This one's 2,203.
Whoa.
An exact 100 episode difference.
An exact 100.
Yeah, but anyway, I have a topic. So, remember how yesterday I mentioned that I was debating either getting BioShomck Infinite or Far Cry 5's Hours of Darkness DLC?
I don't think we talked about that on while we were recording though. I think you told me that afterwards, but yes.
Oh, well that sucks. Anyway.
Whatever.
Yeah, who cares? But, basically, I was debating whether I should get BioShomck Infinite or Far Cry 5's DLC, Hours of Darkness, which is, like, about Vietnam. And
yeah.
I chose BioShomck Infinite, and I think I made the right choice.
Wow. I think that's probably a good choice, too, because
this game's pretty fun.
Oh, you played it already?
I'm playing it right now, actually, as we're speaking.
You are literally playing it right now, okay?
Yeah. And, the general consensus is I'm building, like, a list of games that's similar to it. It's actually, the mechanics are kind of similar to Doom Eternal, if you believe it or not.
Are they really?
Kinda. Mainly because, I mean, you can aim down the sights with guns, but it's...
Not very Doom there.
But you're better off not, because you're more accurate.
Yeah.
You have, like, no recoil when you're not aiming down the sights, but when you do, you all of a sudden gain recoil.
Oh, yeah, because that's how physics works.
Yeah. So, yeah. And
I mean, obviously.
And you can't aim most firearms in Doom Eternal, so you might as well just, like, not
Might as
aim
well
down.
just not do it.
And it reminds me of Overwatch, because it has powers in it that are pretty cool.
Oh, I haven't played that in so long.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the powers. It's not nearly as athletic. Like, you can't really move that fast in BioShomck. You actually move very slow, even when you're sprinting. But
oh, that's funny.
And then it also reminds me of a game that I know you haven't played called Valorant, and it's like CS:GO, but
No, I was literally just thinking about that because, like you said like when you're not really supposed to aim.
Yeah, you don't really aim down the
And I know
sights
you don't really do that in that game either.
because
It's the only thing I know about that game.
because Valorant is basically CS:GO and Overwatch had a baby. That's literally all it is,
Oh, nice.
and that's pretty cool. It's actually kind of a nice change.
People
But
used to be hyped about that game, I remember.
Valorant, I did because I played it a lot because it was really fun.
Well, oh, not even just you, like just people in general were super hyped about it.
Oh yeah, it is a pretty good game. But the thing is, I don't know what happened with my account. I can't play
Oh.
it because my account, something happened with it. But yeah,
Oh no.
BioShomck is pretty cool. I mean, it features kind
So,
of weird gunplay, but
I have a question for you, alright?
alrighty.
What exactly is the story of that game? So far, at least.
BioShomck Infinite. It's
Yeah.
okay. So
It,
there's an
it seems really messed up, alright? It seems real messed up.
there's an antagonist group. Okay, but I want you to
Okay.
guess what kind of antagonist group there is. There's all sorts, and
Um,
you know them. You can just list off a few.
I remember in the other BioShock games, you're the big, the big, like, sewer, not sewer, like the deep sea diver guys.
Yeah, those are called Big Daddies. They're not in this
Yeah,
game,
Big
though.
Daddies, yeah, yeah. They're
They're
not
not-
in this one, though. I know that.
Yeah, they're replaced.
I'm guessing
by
it's a bunch of rich people, all right? It seems like the enemies would be rich people.
kinda. It's kinda like
I-
that.
And I used to watch like playthroughs of this game when I was like a lot younger. I don't know why, but I don't know why I'd watch for this game in particular. But isn't there like some guy that has like basically a trumpet for a head?
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten that far, but I have seen little clips of that. But the main enemy group, it's kind of like a cult leader, kind
Oh,
of.
fun.
It's like a weird rich cult leader, and I, but I'm kind of more interested in the main character's backstory than the actual story of the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I find it to be more interesting, but I don't really care. It's pretty cool. You play as, I don't even know what his job is. I don't know what he does. What is he? But it's a guy. You play as a guy.
Okay, that's a good
Called-
start.
You play as a guy called Booker DeWitt.
DeWitt, Booker DeWitt.
Yes.
I like that name.
I don't know what he is, but he has a sordid past. He was a gambler, and the only reason he's here is not because he's trying to end this threat. It's because he's looking for a girl to give to a group of people in New York.
What?
Because
But aren't you on like a flying city?
I'm not finished. So,
Oh.
so he
I was gonna
goes
say, is New York in the sky now?
he goes to this flying city to find a girl to bring to these guys so he can wipe his debt because he gambled a lot. That-
Oh,
Yep, that is why he is here.
I don't know. I might have to do some research on this game. It seems interesting.
Is what I've gotten so far. And you find this girl, and her name is Elizabeth, and she's actually pretty useful. Yeah, it's like when in need, she hands you like supplies in combat,
Oh, all right.
and can like she has an ability where she can summon like weird structures like machine gun turrets that are fighting for you, and
What?
like weird structures that have a ton of ammo,
How-
health, armor, or salts in them. That's pretty
How
cool.
in the world does that work?
Yeah, she literally just gives you health or salts or other stuff. It's pretty
Very
cool.
kind of Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Yes,
Or did?
Elizabeth.
Yeah. Okay.
And but it's a BioShomck game, so it's a BioShomck game, so it means that there's these abilities, there's like magic in this
Right.
game, but these abilities are called vigors, and these vigors run on salts,
Salt.
literally salt, just salt,
Like bath salt.
no, like
Oh.
literal sodium that you like have on like.
Just sodium chloride.
Yeah, sure. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you literally like salts are consumed in this game just from like a blue bottle. You can buy a big blue bottle and like, oh, there you go, my salt's all filled.
I don't know, man. I think that's drugs.
But this must be... What kind of salt is this? This salt allows me to shoot lightning bolts from my hands. What kind of salt
Yeah,
is this?
like what's going on there?
And if you pick up a vigor that you already have, it just refills your salt.
Hmm. I see. I mean, I don't see, but I see.
But then there's a cool thing about BioShock Infinite that's different from the other BioShocks. There's this cool little tool that you get right from the get-go called a skyhook. And what it is...
Oh, I think I know what it is.
It's your main melee weapon, but it also acts as, like, not really a grappling hook, but it allows you to, like, ride on, like, these little zipline things that are scattered throughout the entire game.
Oh, so you can get from like one floating island to another floating island?
Or, not really, it's just kind of like weird little, like, kind of like a roller coaster, you just kind of go around in it for a while.
Oh, okay. That makes sense too.
They're meant for combat, that's why I say it's like Doom Eternal, because it makes you move fast.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Like you're supposed to in Doom Eternal. In Doom Eternal, if you're standing still, you're gonna die very quickly. You're gonna want to be moving in that game if you want a little bit of chance to survive.
Oh, okay. Well, I have another question actually. Are the guns like are they just pistols? For some reason I feel like they're just pistols.
No, there's rifles.
Oh, okay.
There's
Okay.
rifles, shotguns, sniper rifles, like carbines, so like semi-automatic rifles.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty nice. I'm actually using a revolver right now, but yeah, I don't aim down the sights. Aiming down the sights in this game is pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, have you played the other BioShock games?
I have not, but I don't really... People said that BioShock 2 was okay, and that BioShock 1 was really good, and that this game, BioShock Infinite, was really good.
Oh, okay.
So... And apparently this game, like, there's, like, not really a death penalty. Like, if you die, you're, like, right back where you were. Like, seriously, where you died, basically. And the enemies don't change. The same amount of enemies is there. Even the dead ones are still dead. They don't respawn. And
That's helpful.
And all you do is you just lose a bit of money. That's it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So there's currency in this game, so which isn't bad. That's nice. I like currency. Currency is a nice factor in video games.
This is true.
It's,
I think I know one of them is you actually play as the Big Daddy.
I think that's like the second one, BioShock 2.
Yeah, dude, that just seems so cool. You get to run around with a giant drill on your hand and like drill people.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've heard that those guys in like the first game, they're not really that hard, and even like I've seen people do like wrench restricted challenges, like BioShock 1 with only the melee weapon, the wrench, and people have said even that's easy.
Oh wow.
BioShock games they're not really that hard. Is a general like consensus that I've seen.
Is that a thing you can get on Xbox?
BioShock 1 or like Infinite or all the BioShock games? Yeah.
Just any of them.
Yeah, you can get any of them on Xbox.
Nice.
I like Infinite. I like the way it looks, mainly because Infinite just looks more visually pleasing.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Considering it came out in like 2016 and the other ones came out in like 2011.
Oh yeah, that probably changes it a bit.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. But
I think I actually made one of those. Like, so I remember there used to be action figures for those, like the drill guys.
Big Daddies.
Yeah. I just call them drill guys. It's a little bit easier.
Yeah, I understand.
And I wanted to get one because I was a child, and I was like, "Yo, these things are cool. I want to buy one." And I couldn't find them. I couldn't find them at the Toys R Us or wherever I went to. So instead, I made one.
You made
out of like I made one. There was this one like Ben 10 action figure I had, and it looked like mysteriously like one. So me and my dad, we like cut one of its hands off and put a screw in it, and then put two little tanks on the back. And I made one. I need to find where it is though.
That's
because like that's just cool.
That is cool. Yeah. This game is very strange, though. BioShock is a very strange game series. Throughout BioShock Infinite, like every like hour or so of playing it, there's this man and woman that always like just come by and they're like, "Hey, yo, we're doing something pretty cool. Just like look." And they're like, okay, and they actually help out the player a lot. I'm like, thanks.
What, what they just like walk by and they're like, "Hey, we're going for a stroll. You want some money or something?"
Yeah, and they have like these weird little riddles where they're like, heads I win, tails you lose, and they make you flip a coin. And then like, but what happened? And but the character's like, what happens if it lands on tails? And I'm like, well, this happens. And then they make the simplest of things really complicated. It's actually kind of funny.
That's funny.
I do. It's pretty sick.
I remember one specific thing from that game because, like I said, I used to watch it on YouTube all the time. But I don't want to spoil it because, like, you're playing it. So,
Oh, it's not that bad. What the hell?
what?
I I I'm I don't know. I'm playing. I unlocked a new ability, and it's kind of strange. When I hold down the left trigger, my skyhook starts spinning a lot. It's like a fidget spinner.
Of course it is. Well, it did come out in 2016, didn't it?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. It's kind of shaped like one. Maybe that has something to do with it. But yeah, it's a good game. I do like it. I don't think the game's actually that long though. I think I'm actually a bit more than halfway through it, and I played the
Oh,
little.
so you probably did find the thing then. I'm talking. Did you find the bird?
Oh yeah, Songbird. That's his name.
Yeah, that thing's so cool. Like, I don't even care if I know anything about the franchise. That thing's just cool.
That,
He's a big bird man, and he's like robotic and crap.
he is pretty cool. That's Songbird. Apparently, it's like I think it's like the final boss of the game. Actually,
Oh,
yeah.
oh no.
I've come across Songbird. You come across him like when you meet Elizabeth, which is very early on.
Yeah.
You meet her like within like an hour of playing the game. That's where I left off last night. I went to bed after I met Elizabeth last night.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was pretty fun. What does this charge ability do, and why can't I use it?
Maybe you throw your hook at someone.
I mean, maybe, but like, come on, man. I don't know. I don't know. Why can't I have? Oh yeah, Elizabeth can also pick locks too. That's pretty cool.
She can what?
Pick locks.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, you mean?
Kind of suspicious, but very cool.
Yeah, and Elizabeth's a strange character. But there's one thing I've gotten annoying about with her. She's very annoying in one aspect.
How?
You have no idea how many times I have seen the mission, like the main objective called Find Elizabeth.
Oh, jeez.
It gets really annoying. Or it's like Pursue Elizabeth, or Rescue Elizabeth, or Find Elizabeth.
Like, oh boy, where'd she go this time?
Yeah. Because she's like very player dependent. I think this is like their attempt at making her seem like a human, and how your choices have an impact, but like it doesn't really seem to matter because like no matter what you do, she just kind of runs off and doesn't like your choice. And she's like, no, I wish you did this. Well, I would have done that, but the game didn't make that an option.
That's a good point.
That's not my fault.
It's like, yeah, I would have done what you'd like me to do, except I'm physically incapable of doing it.
Yeah. Oh, that's very nice of you, Elizabeth. Elizabeth just told me I went through a door that I went through, and she's like, as soon as I finished going through it, you realize when you go through that door, you won't be able to return back. I'm like, thanks for telling me that now. That. I want to die.
So are there just enemies all over the place? Is that just one of those games where you're just constantly shooting people?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, you
I mean,
can.
I'm fine with that. I'm just curious.
You can actually. There is like ways you can be passive, but like it's more fun to not.
Yeah,
So,
it's more fun to go guns blazing, right?
yeah, and there isn't much of a stealth aspect to this game. So, not that I really care. I don't care. I can do either or, but
I get that.
huh?
I get that.
Yeah.
So, are you even going to consider getting Hours of Darkness now for Far Cry 5?
I don't know. Maybe I might.
Yeah.
But
Honestly, Lost on Mars was the only one worth buying. To be completely honest.
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. What do I do? Oh, what combination? This game isn't good at hand holding. Actually, it is.
You're holding hands.
It helps you in directions for the game.
What?
Like, you
I
know
don't
how,
understand.
like, if you're ever confused in a game, like, simply by where you need to go,
Oh, I get that.
that's
Yeah, I
what
know what you
hand
mean now.
holding is. The game, like, helps you find where you
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
go.
yeah.
This
Yeah, that
game,
makes sense now.
this game isn't really good at it, but they're like, hey, they tell you multiple times, if you're ever lost, literally hit this button, and we'll literally tell you where you need to go.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So it doesn't really remind you of your objective. You're supposed
Just
to
if you
remind.
ever need it.
Yeah. If you ever need it, hey, we'll give you a reminder. But you're really supposed to remind yourself, which is nice because I've seen games where they're like, they
It's like
remind you.
taking up the entire screen. It's like, oh boy, remember you gotta go over here.
Nah, in Batman Arkham City, when you kept on progressing through the game, every like say the game was like 10 hours, every hour the game would remind you of like your objective and like the main
right.
thing and the main plot going on, and I was like, okay, game, because it does it the first couple times, like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool, but then after a while it's just like, thanks again, I keep forgetting that there's like, this is a game with a story and that there's a main plot to it. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Isn't it like the guy who's like, there is 1 hour until I do such and such?
Yeah, you have 5 hours until I do this big bad thing. I was like, okay, now you're just getting annoying. If you have to constantly keep reminding the player of the main plot, you're not doing good at telling a story. And it's not good when random dialogue between two thugs is more entertaining than the main story. That is not a good sign. But
Probably not good.
But I so much prefer that. That was in Batman Arkham City. Batman Arkham Asylum was worse.
Oh boy.
It wasn't even like a main thing with the plot. It was just something the game did that was so annoying. Every 10 minutes, literally, you would hear this weird ass jingle play. Every 10 minutes while you were playing the game, you'd hear like do 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 do, and you don't notice it at first, but it gets annoying so quickly after a while.
This is the same little like piano tune.
It sounds like an elevator ding. That's what it sounds like.
Oh jeez, what the heck?
So it sounds like every 10 minutes you hear a weird ding. Even when you're outside, there's an intercom that echoes it really loud. It's like, what is that even for? That's not even like. That's not even.
It's just not even relevant.
It's not.
It's just like random.
It's literally not. It's not even. Doesn't even have anything to do with the main antagonist. It's literally just a sound that you guys are playing for no reason.
It's funny.
It sounds funny, but it gets really annoying really quickly. It's so stupid. But yeah, this game doesn't do that. And this game also doesn't have annoying antagonists that taunt you throughout the entirety of the game.
It only has a big bad bird man.
And like it actually has an antagonist, like an actual guy that you don't really hear from that much. He doesn't really talk.
Oh, that's funny.
No.
That's a first.
Yeah, that's refreshing. It's not like Borderlands games where like the main antagonists taunt you for the entire game. Borderlands 3 was so annoying. Those two they would not shut up. At least Borderlands 2, yeah, he did that. He taunted you, but he was funny. He was funny when he did it. It was actually humorous listening to him talk. It was like, wow, I can't wait for him to insult me about something weird next. That's actually kind of cool, but like, Jesus, was that annoying in Borderlands 3? That was not fun. But yeah, I like this. And BioShomck is a good game. I like it so far. I give it.
Will you play the other ones, or are you just gonna do that one?
I don't know. Maybe. I feel like it'd be too much of like a difference, like going back to like an older one.
Going from like looking at this like giant like patriotic sky city down to like literal underwater.
Yeah, I feel like.
Isn't it called like Rapture or something like that?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's a weird setting, but yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, but BioShomck does seem pretty good. I like it. it seems like a pretty good game so far.
Oh.
Anyway,
Whoa! I have one more thing I need to say.
what's up?
All of y'all listening. First of all, if you want to be a special guest, be one. We need you. I want you. Like I'm going full Uncle Sam mode on you. I want you to be a special guest. And also, second thing is please wish me luck on MCAS tomorrow because I really don't want to do it.
Amcast? What's that?
It's standardized testing.
Ah.
Yeah, it's basically just just once a year torture.
Does it really have like an impact, or is this just like one of those things where it like shows schools? Or,
Yeah,
like,
it's that. It is that. But
it's just one of those bullshit tests to show if your school is actually teaching you things you
like,
need to
hey,
know.
this school is actually teaching stuff.
Yeah, it's just...
But there is a plus to it, all right? There's a plus to it. If I do good on it every single year, if I do get like a certain grade on it every single year, I could get a scholarship.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to do that. Try. If I don't, well, crap. But I'll try.
We don't get shit when we do ours.
Yeah.
We don't get anything. All we get is shamed if other schools think poorly of us, or we just get a couple pats on the backs. We don't get a scholarship. You have to do a lot to get a scholarship in my school.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you have to do, like, pretty good on the MCAS to get a scholarship. I'm not sure.
Whatever. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure as of right now I do qualify for it, but that's only because I only did good on one of the MCASs. I need to do good on, like, 17 more. So, like, it's like, there's a chance here.
Yeah, but...
I'm just hoping.
Yeah. I can't even remember the last time I've actually taken one of those. Doesn't really matter tests. I mean, you could fail it and, like, people wouldn't really care. Wouldn't affect your grade.
Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't affect your grade, but you need to pass it in, I believe, junior year to graduate.
Really?
In our school. Yeah.
Wow, that's weird.
It's not that hard to pass, though.
Oh, okay.
Like, to just pass, like, if you want to get the scholarship, you need to do pretty good. But if you just want to pass, not that hard. It's like a 22-question quiz and 2 essays.
22 questions? Jesus. Ours are like 100 questions. Then again, ours don't really ours don't really matter. So.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. I've seen kids that are like really smart, and then like they don't even really care enough to do them, and they still like graduate sometimes even with scholarships. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they don't. It's not really dependent with us. We don't. People don't really care.
Yeah, anyway. I have a full week of MCAS. Well, not a full week. I have Monday and Tuesday are going to be ELA MCAS. So that's 2 different MCASs. Then Wednesday's a half day, and Thursday and Friday are math MCAS. Oh boy.
That sounds great.
I'm so excited.
I have a dentist appointment this week. I'm not looking forward to that.
Oh, that's even worse. I'd rather the MCAS.
I don't mind the dentist. But before we end this episode, I want to mention something.
Okay.
You know how at a dentist, it's nothing bad. You know how when you get a cleaning, they lay you down in the chair. That usually because every person I've had has been a woman. Nice young lady lays you down on a chair, puts a ton of shit in your mouth. You can go sprays a ton of water in your throat, takes that little vacuum and goes like that.
Yeah.
And you know what they do while they're doing all this?
What do they do?
They talk to you. So what do you do?
I know, right?
So what do you do for a living? You're in luck if you're a ventriloquist. So I hear you're a ventriloquist. Why, yes I am. Not even moving his mouth.
Yes.
I find it funny how like a dentist is like working on your teeth, knowing your mouth is open, knowing that you probably don't have really good control over the muscles in your head, and your mouth, and your tongue, and just poking at your teeth, getting everything out, kind of criticizing you for not brushing your teeth well. What do you do for a living? What do you do? How's school going for you? How's your summer going?
It's always like, so where do you live? And you
you
like try to tell them, and then you move your mouth, and they're like, hold on, you need to open your mouth wider. I can't see anything. And then
what was that?
it's like, oh, do you want me to tell you my life story, or are you gonna pick apart my face? Which one? I'm not letting you do both.
And then one time I was talking to a dentist, like while they were doing an appointment, and they were asking, so how was your weekend? I was like, oh, it was pretty good, you know. I didn't do much, but I said this with my mouth open, so I was like, So, but she managed to understand it, and so I was like, oh, that boring weekend, but I'm sure next weekend will be a bit more eventful. And I was like, how did you understand that?
I just started going like thumbs up and stuff. It's just like, so you good? And instead of saying yes, I just like throw a hand up with a thumbs up and like, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to download this episode and all the episodes for that matter. Be sure to follow our Instagram pages at War Crimes Ahoy. I'm McCoy Tolman, Homeboy Josh. And subscribe to the YouTube channel at War Crimes Ahoy, and that'd really help us out.
And be a special guest. It'd make you cool.
That would be pretty cool.
You're automatically just a cooler person. It's just how science works, right?
Yeah, that is how science works. Anyway, we will see you guys in the next episode.
See y'all.
I missed.